This is an archived record. Access has been provisionally granted. Listener discretion is advised. The artifact documented in this entry is formally designated Codex Gigas. It is commonly referred to as the Devil's Bible. This designation does not originate from the manuscript itself. It originates from later interpretation. The Codex Gigas was produced in the early 13th century within the region now known as the Czech Republic. Its precise date of completion remains unrecorded. Its current location is the National Library of Sweden. The circumstances of its relocation are documented. The circumstances of its creation are not. The Codex Gigas is not a single text. It is an archive. Contained within its covers are religious, historical, medical, administrative, and apocryphal materials. Among these are the Latin Bible, including both Old and New Testaments, historical chronicles documenting regional events, medical treatises detailing diagnoses, remedies, and bloodletting procedures, lists of monastic rules and obligations, calendars, records and indexes, and texts intended for protection against illness, misfortune, and malevolent forces. These materials are not arranged randomly. Sacred texts are positioned alongside practical ones. Healing practices follow theological instruction. Exorcisms appear after medicine. The manuscript does not distinguish between spiritual, physical, and forbidden knowledge. It preserves all categories equally. One page of the Codex Gigas contains a full-page illustration of the devil. The image is isolated. It is not accompanied by explanatory text. It is not embedded within narrative. It does not illustrate a passage. The devil is depicted front-facing. The figure possesses greenish skin, clawed extremities, and two tongues. It wears a white ermine loincloth, a garment associated with royalty and authority. The figure is not violent. It does not dominate the page. It is contained. Directly opposite this illustration is another full-page image, the heavenly city. The parent is deliberate. The manuscript offers no commentary on the contrast. It simply presents both. This is not decoration. The Codex Gigas is associated with the widely repeated legend. According to this account, a monk was condemned for violating his vows. As punishment, he was to be executed or immured alive. In desperation, he proposed an alternative. He would produce a book containing all human knowledge in a single night. When the task proved impossible, the monk allegedly invoked the devil for assistance. The manuscript was completed before dawn. In exchange, the monk surrendered his soul. The illustration is said to be a gesture of gratitude. This legend is compelling. It is also unsupported. No contemporary record confirms it. The story appears centuries after the manuscript's creation. It functions not as documentation, but as explanation. Modern analysis of the Codex Gigas focuses on handwriting. The manuscript appears to have been written by a single hand. Letter forms remain consistent throughout. Spacing does not fluctuate. Ink density remains stable. No corrections are visible. There are no marginal notes indicating revision. No evidence of interruption. No signs of fatigue. Most medieval manuscripts display variants over time. Illness, age, stress, all leave traces. The Codex Gigas does not. This does not suggest supernatural intervention. It suggests discipline. Extreme discipline. Despite the legend of a single night, scholarly consensus holds that the Codex Gigas required many years to complete, possibly decades. The work likely consumed the majority of its creator's life. This raises a different question, not how it was completed, but why. Several pages are missing from the Codex Gigas. Their removal was deliberate. The parchment was cut cleanly. No fragments remained. No inventory records describe the missing content. Speculation exists. Possibilities include a monastic punishment code, a heretical doctrine, a ritual text, a vow. No conclusion can be drawn. Only absence remains. The Codex Gigas remained within monastic custody for centuries. It survived fires, regime changes, and warfare. In 1648, during the 30 Years' War, it was taken as spoils and transported to Sweden. It has remained preserved since. Despite its size and fragility, it was not discarded. It was protected. The Codex Gigas does not behave like a cursed object. It does not resist study. It does not provoke misfortune. It does not warn the reader away. It behaves like a consolidation artifact, an attempt to contain. The devil image may not represent a fact. It may represent acknowledgement, a recognition that no archive is neutral. When viewed alongside other records, a pattern emerges. Some traditions describe places where knowledge is taught, others describe objects where knowledge is stored. Both require cost. The Codex Gigas preserves everything its creator believed mattered. It offers no commentary on truth, only inclusion. If knowledge can be consolidated, then authority lies not in creation, but in preservation. The archivist becomes the final arbiter. What is included survives. What is removed vanishes. This entry remains unresolved. Further access is restricted.